All right, so we kind of scavenged this from the mothballs. My stepfather, he died a while back, and he had this grill that he only used one time. It's called a Komodo, and it runs off of lump charcoal. This is pretty much grid down friendly, and it is freaking enormous, and it weighs about 1,000 pounds, but works like a smoker. And my buddy George came over because he knows a bit about smoking.
A little bit.
And I don't know, we're gonna see what this thing can do.
We're gonna smoke a brisket today.
Yep.
We have a 5.5 pound brisket.
5.5 pounds.
It's sitting in some it's been rubbed with a Cajun rub, and it's sitting in beer right now. We'll bring her out in a second.
Yep. Let's hope we don't screw this one up. All right, we got cherry chips. I got lump charcoal hands. I look like a freaking coal miner. Cherry chips. Soaking in Mick Ultra and water, and
champagne vinegar with a little bit of Mick Ultra and water as well.
What was the other vinegar you used? Red
A
wine.
little bit of red wine vinegar. This is going to boil basically inside the smoker and have a nice, like, it's going to keep the inside.
Put a vapor barrier?
Yeah, it's going to keep the inside of the smoker like moist and humid.
Admittedly, I have zero idea what the hell I'm doing, so I'm completely deferring everything to George right now.
All those juices will drip down into this too. So this is going to mix with the brisket juices. And it's going to be the same thing, but it'll keep it nice and moist in there.
So, okay.
Dry out the meat.
Okay, so just in case, we have an electric starter that comes with this thing that goes in this slot right here. And we have no idea how this thing works, but it says it takes 10 to 15 minutes, and we do have a cord ran just in case. But we had these starters that come with it, and we kind of chopped one up, and we're just going to throw it in here and see what happens, because I'm going to try to do this low tech if possible. I want to do this as non-electric power as possible. Mm-hmm. We're going to try that first, so we'll let you know. Okay, so we used the fire starter and not the electric, and we already got the temperature coming up. Just said to let this thing burn for about 10 minutes. Get the temp.
Look at it. Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, it's going for sure. Cool. Sehr cool. Okay, we got a enormous brisket on here. Drip pan, try to prevent fire. We dumped the leftover juice in our little juice box here, for lack of a better word. And yeah, I think we're ready to get some stuff done. We left some space here because we're gonna smoke some scallops along the way. So go big or go home, I guess, right? Okay, so I can't see with the light. Holy shit. This thing is doing all right. We put the reflector, the stone in there because it was getting too hot too fast. Stone, that's acceptable technology level. And we're mixing, we did some sweet mango. I don't know, George, what's in this thing?
We had the sweet, there was the habanero mango sauce that you had from Key West. There's a little just generic Sweet Baby Ray's in there, and then also beer, fresh cilantro, fresh lime juice,
parsley,
and fresh parsley.
It's nothing super out of the ordinary.
Nothing you can't do yourself. You can get your own barbecue sauce. You can make a barbecue sauce with.
And it's our cilantro and parsley that we just pulled, so you definitely can do that on your own.
This is painting on there, like a paste.
Are you happy with this or not happy with this?
No, that's good. That's really good.
The mango sauce is the one thing that's kind of exotic that we're using here. It's from Key West, from what was it, Pepe's?
go. That was your trip.
But
I wish.
we just did it because it was sort of uncommon. So the stuff that's left over of this, we're gonna throw in the freezer. So when we pull it out, it's like a one of a kind, you know. It's sort of like adding our little serial number and putting limited time only on it, you know, so we can surprise ourselves when the apocalypse hits and we're like getting fat on briskets. You know how it is.
Realistically, this will probably wind up being pork in the apocalypse.
Oh,
But
well, we're gonna have a whole lot of testosterone laden pork with all the boars out here.
so that's awesome. Very good.
And we're also some smoked lizard. I think as long as you call it lizard, it's okay to eat it.
Yes.
If you call it anything else, you go to prison.
If you call it. Yeah.
So the fat calf with a little bit of meat on it, I threw in the skillet. We're gonna give this to the dogs when it's all browned up real good. Waste not, want not. All right, so we threw the scallops on in the meantime. And these guys, what do you say, these about done?
I think so.
Yeah, we gave these a few minutes. And they're looking pretty damn good right about now. Okay, we got her off.
Put on that board too.
We're calling it done. So we let it sit for how long? It says a couple hours,
Just a half an hour.
but we're gonna do 30 minutes, I think.
Half to roast your meat.
Yeah. Alrighty, we got some scallops as an appetizer, just waiting to happen. What's that sauce made out of?
It's kind of like a homemade mayonnaise with Creole mustard and sherry.
Mayonnaise, Creole mustard, and sherry. There you have it. Alright, we got the dog laying in the dog chair. Got all the people, all the peeps are here. Got a fire. This is the end of the night right here. Just another day.